Good morning, dear students. Welcome back again with a new session and maybe the last session of this lesson Heredity and Evolution. Previously, we have discussed about certain evidences of evolution. Now, a few of the scientists have tried to give their own theory of evolution. Among them, first of all, we'll discuss about Darwin's theory of evolution. According to Darwin, natural selection is the most recommended, or you can say it, mostly accepted by everyone. So what is natural selection? It is the nature who decides whether the organism will survive in the uh, will survive or not. So based on that, his theory is that he published a book called as Origin of Species, in which he has explained about the theory of selection. The theory of natural selection is nothing but the survival of the fittest. According to him, nature selects those who are fit and the rest will perish. Those who are fit for the environment, they will survive. Those who are unfit for the environment, they will perish or they will die. The objections over his theory. What are the objections? Natural selection is not the only factor which is responsible for evolution. It is multifactorial, more than one factor. He also could not explain about the useful and useless modification. Now, whatever modification has taken place in the human being, some are useful and some are useless. So, for all those, he could not give a proper reason. No explanation about slow and abrupt process. Some changes are taking place very slowly, some are taking abruptly. So, could not give any reason for that. So, one more fellow who has tried to give the reason for the evolution, and that fellow's name is Lamarckism or Lamarck, Jean Lamarck, Jean Baptiste Lamarckism, and his process is known as Lamarckism. Now, what is it? According to Lamarck, morphological changes is responsible for evolution. What is morphology? Morphology is that branch of science which deals with the external parts of the body. So, the changes in the external parts of the body is responsible for the evolution that is said by Lamarck. Now, what is the reason for morphological changes? Because of the human activities. One reason is activities of human and other may be laziness. Some are very active and some are lazy. Because of that, there is some changes in the external parts of the body. And this concept is called as principle of use or disuse of the organs by Lamarck. Now, in order to explain this, he has given certain example. Increase in the length of the neck of giraffe due to browsing of on leaves of tall plants by extending their neck for many generations. So giraffe neck is very tall because they are continuously browsing those leaves which are from the tall plants. As a result of which they have very long neck. Then wings of birds like ostrich and emu, they have become very weak because of not being used continuously. Then legs of the duck and swan are useful for swimming. Further, one more example, snake have lost their legs because of the habit of burrowing. So, with the help of these many examples, he has said he has proposed his theory of Lamarckism. This is These are called as acquired characters and are transferred from one generation to another. This theory is called theory of inheritance of acquired characters or Lamarckism. The Lamarck theory was disapproved and it was rejected for so many reasons. What are those reasons? Development of organs due to specific activities or degeneration due to no use was widely accepted. The transfer of characters from one generation to another generation was rejected. So according to, as per said, it is not the human activities which are responsible for the transfer of characters from one generation to another. We have already studied that it is DNA which is responsible, and therefore this theory was being rejected. It was verified many times that modifications brought in us are not transferred to the next generation. So whatever activities we are doing, not necessarily that it has to be transferred from one generation to another generation. Ancestry of acquired characters. The living organisms can transfer the characters which is acquired to the next generation. Now, speciation, another subtopic which we are going to study. Speciation is the group of organisms that can produce fertile individuals through natural reproduction. That is called as speciation. We are procuring the new species of the same type through natural reproduction. This is called as speciation. Now, certain factors which are responsible in the variation, those are geographical and reproductive changes. So, geographical and reproductive changes and isolation also leads to speciation, as food, habitat, reproductive ability and period is different. So these many reasons are also responsible for the variation in the organism. Now how human evolution has taken place stepwise with the year and what changes has taken place, that we are going to discuss. Now how evolution of human beings has taken place and after how many years. Say about 7 crores years ago, last dinosaur disappeared and monkey-like animals evolved. Then 4 crore years ago, the animal which was survived, that was called as Egyptopithecus. What was the evolution in them? Tail of monkey disappeared and apes-like animals like gibbon and orangutan was evolved. Then 2.5 crore years ago, Dryopithecus. By mistake, there is some mistake, and therefore it is written here. And those animals which was formed or developed, that was gorilla and chimpanzee, evolved from ape-like animals. And 2 crores years ago, Ramapithecus, we call it as Ramapithecus. What was the evolution in them? First, human-like animals with erect posture using their hands. Then near about 40 lakhs years ago, which we have given the name as Australopithecus, the ape of South Africa evolved from Ramapithecus. Then 20 lakh years ago, the development of human being has taken place. We have called them as skilled man. They used to do many of the work with their own hand and therefore called as skilled man. Skilled human developed. 15 lakh years ago, with the erect posture, people with human being with the erect posture was being developed or evolved. Then 1 lakh years ago, evolution of upright man with brain developed and fire was discovered at that time. Then near about 50,000 years ago, that man which was developed, a human being developed, was called as Cro-Magnon. And what was the evolution taking place in Cro-Magnon? They were called as wise man or Homo sapiens. Developed. Neanderthal man, the first example of wise man, and evolution of Cro-Magnon was taking place. Then about 10,000 years ago, agriculture and cultural development took place. Agriculture was discovered and many different types of grains was being formed, and then cultural development also taking place as per the geographical conditions and the different places. Then 5,000 years ago, art of writing was invented. 400 years ago, modern science emerged, and 200 years ago, industrial society was established. Here we have exposed all the subtopics of this lesson. I hope you understood. Doubts are always welcome in the form of messages. Have a great day. Take care.